Hello and welcome to LG's step-by-step guide on how to remove and assemble the doors on your side-by-side refrigerator. The pathway to your refrigerator installation space may be too narrow. In this case, you may need to remove and reassemble the refrigerator doors. We strongly recommend that you call your LG service center to remove and assemble the doors. If you remove and assemble the door on your own, you bear the risk of damage to the unit or self-injury. If you wish to proceed on your own, the door removal and assembling requires at least 2 or more people. Make sure the unit is unplugged. Also, turn off the water supply line that is connected to the refrigerator. Remove any food, items, bins, or anything inside of the refrigerator before detaching the doors. Do not hold the handle when removing or replacing the doors. This may cause the handle to come off. Be sure not to lose or misplace any screws and parts while removing and installing them. First, let's disconnect the water supply line. On the upper right part of the rear of the refrigerator, you will find the water line. Remove the clip in the joint area. Gently push down on the collet and pull the water hose out. Next, unscrew the screws from the water line cover and detach the cover. Let's start with removing the hinge cover. The hinge cover is located at the top of the refrigerator. Make sure you remove the screws. Then, gently lift up the hinge cover. Be careful as there are wire harnesses connected underneath. The number of wire harnesses may vary depending on the model. Unplug all of the wires. Now that the wires are disconnected, let's start with removing the freezer door. Remove the screw that holds the ground wire. The ground wire is only present on some models. Now carefully pull out the water line hose. Next, turn the hinge lever to unlock the hinge. Slide the hinge out of the wires and water hose. While freeing the hinge, be careful that the door does not fall forward. Now, it is time to remove the freezer door. Gently lift the door up from the bottom hinge pin. Place the door on a soft surface such as a towel or blanket. Never place the inside of the door on the floor. Let's remove the refrigerator door. You will also see a hinge lever and latch on the refrigerator door side. First, turn and remove the lever. Lift up the hinge and slide it out from the wires to remove it. Then, gently lift the door up from the bottom hinge pin. Place the door on a soft surface such as a towel or blanket. Never place the inside of the door on the floor. After the unit has moved to a new installation space, you need to reassemble the doors. It is simply the reverse process of removing the door. Carefully replace the door back onto the bottom hinge pin. Place the wires gently into the hinge holder. Then push the hinge holder end back into the hole. Next, rotate the lever and fasten the hinge. Make sure it is locked into place and secure. Now let's put the freezer door back into place. Carefully replace the door back onto the bottom hinge pin. Place the wires and water hose gently into the hinge holder. Then push the hinge holder end back into the hole. Next, rotate the hinge lever and fasten the hinge. Push the water link hose back into the hole you pulled it out of. Make sure all the rest of the hose reaches the back of the refrigerator. Next, reattach the ground wire if your refrigerator has one. Then plug the wire connectors on both sides of the refrigerator back together. Gently put the wiring under the hinge cover and fit the hinge cover back into place. After it is securely back in place, screw the screws back in. And you're nearly done. Just connect the water supply hose on the back of the unit. Push the water supply hose all the way into the connector until it stops. Insert the tube all the way in. Then, insert the clip on the joint to fasten the tube into place. Lastly, reattach the water line cover. And that is how to remove and reassemble your refrigerator doors. Thank you for using LG refrigerators.